So it's been a minute since we've been in the truck camper, and you've seen us in the truck camper. I think it's been about a month and a half since we've used our camper. Now that the temps have dropped and the mountains here in Colorado all have snow, we kind of just decided to winterize it for about a month. We figured we wouldn't really use it right now in this interim period. We're back in the camper, and it feels so good. As you can see from the title, we are getting ready to head to Arizona. So we head out in a couple days here, where we're starting to get the truck camper ready to get it on the road here. So we're driving from northern Colorado and doing like basically a loop all over Arizona. We're going to be hitting Grand Canyon, Sedona, areas by Phoenix, Tucson, some other national monuments, and yeah, just spending 8 full days living out of the truck camper. This will be the longest time we have lived out of the truck camper. When we bought this in August, we were only kind of able to do little weekend getaways, so the longest we've been able to spend in this was about 2 nights. So now we're going to be in here about 7 nights, 8 nights, 7 nights, I think, Saturday to Saturday, so whatever that is. This is a real big test for us. We're so excited to get on the road and live out of the truck camper. So we'll be making this into a mini Arizona series with the truck camper. We're going to be doing lots of dispersed boondock camping. We are going to stay at a few state parks, and we're going to try really hard not to eat out during this trip either. So we'll see how it goes. We have a kitchen now and a fridge and all the things. This will be a fun test. Living, cooking, surviving, and enjoying and sightseeing out of our truck camper. So yeah, I just went and washed all of our bedding, so I have to put our bed back together, and yeah, kind of just getting it all stocked with all the essentials for a full week in Arizona. And look at you guys, current conditions as I'm filming this. How awful. So in my previous truck camping vlogs from us just going around Colorado here, I was giving you guys updates on some of the modifications and things we've added or changed in here. And we have basically got it all narrowed down, but I think I have 3 or 4 more things I just have to share with you. And the one thing has to do with our mattress. So this mattress is like a memory foam mattress. And if you are not aware of memory foam mattresses in, you know, RVs, campers, whatever, they can cause a lot of moisture sometimes, hold moisture, which causes mold. So in order to keep moisture and mold in check, you want to put like an underlayment underneath the mattress to give some air and movement in there. So we put one under our mattress. So let me show you. So I got this underlayment on Amazon. It comes in a big roll. Let me see if I can even lift this up. And it looks like this. So you just kind of have it laying down here. There's like these little pockets that keep air flowing through. And so it keeps the mattress from not laying directly on the floor of the camper. So the air movement keeps flowing through there. So we just put this in. Yeah, you just buy a roll and then you can cut it to however length and width you have. Since this is just under a king, but it's not a queen, it's bigger than a queen, we were able to easily cut that for the bed. All right, bed is made. Are you gonna help me pack my clothes? So one thing we found really useful for packing our clothes for the truck camper, because we don't have like a closet system or anything in there, is just using our regular packing cubes that we use when we like travel on airplanes. These have been really nice because I just can pack per normal and put them in the packing cube, and then we have all those cubbies up by the bed, and these slide in, so nice, convenient. So highly recommend some good packing cubes. I just got these off Amazon. And look at my boring wardrobe, you guys. Everything is black, gray with blue in it. That's it. That's it. That's the only color scheme we got going on here. Black, gray, and blue. Alright, and there it is. I have all my clothes in one, Vince's in the other, and we're set for a week. You remember the camper, don't you, bud? Yes. He went on his first camping trip with us this summer. He's fortunately not coming to Arizona with us. I think that'd be a little much right away, but he'll be coming with us again. Anyways, this is the goods. So we went and did a big haul the other day. Kind of got all like the dry foods and whatnot. So I have to fit all of this up here. So this will be interesting. So now we're gonna actually head and go grocery shopping so we can get all like the fresh produce and the meats and stuff. We wanted to wait till like right before we left to get all that. And then we're gonna batch a whole bunch of food to have it prepped and ready so it's easy to eat on the road and not eat out, so. That's it?
Yep.
I think we're set. I think we got all the goods. Our fridge is fully stacked and ready to go meal prepping. All fit real well. We're ready to take off early in the morning. It is day of departure. Arizona bound, here we come, except I don't think we're gonna cross to Arizona today, but we'll be very close. It is 5:45, so it is exactly 5:47 right now. Vince was outside in 10-degree weather this morning, filling up the tanks. We haven't done much in these type of temps yet, so it was a little brisk morning for him.
Not used to that.
We've got everything loaded. Everything worked fine thus far, and we're gonna get headed out here in about 2 minutes after I finish my coffee.
Ready.
Let's go. All right, here we go. It's warm in here. Just made it through Denver. So today we are driving all the way to Cortez, Colorado. So basically we're driving from Fort Collins all the way down to Cortez, which is like the opposite corner of Colorado. And I think we're gonna hit boondock there tonight before we enter Arizona tomorrow. It says it on the map, it is just under 8 hours of driving, so that's the plan today. It says we're gonna be in at about 1:30 to Cortez, and that's just kind of a little too early for us. And we could keep going and get to our destination earlier for tomorrow, but we don't really want to do that. We want to kind of take our time. So before we get to Cortez, we decided we are gonna go and enjoy some hot springs in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. Those are one hot springs we have not been to yet, so we figured, hey, let's start off our trip with some hot springs. We're on our way to Pagosa Springs right now, and the map says we'll be there in 4 hours and 20 minutes. So we made a rule on this trip, and pretty much all truck camping trips, when our gas tank gets to half a tank, we're gonna go gas up. We don't wanna get too far below half a tank, just because, well, number one, it's winter, and number two, some areas, gas stations are few and far between. And there's been a few times this last summer we cut it a little close. And we're not doing that. We're not chancing that. We don't want to do that. This is going to be a fun road trip to see how much we end up spending in gas. So I'm going to record each fill up to see how much it is. And at the end of this series, I'll share how much we ended up spending. So gas up number 1. Vince is double checking all the tie downs and everything to make sure everything is nice and tight. Little chilly. Alright, so gas is $3.53 here in Bailey, Colorado. And we just filled up with almost $60. What is it saying we're getting right now for gas mileage? 9, yeah. And we're going through the mountains. So
and
gas.
It's cold.
And it's cold. I know all summer when we were truck camping, yeah, it was like 9 to 11. But we're climbing mountains and stuff, so that's why we're really interested to see what kind of gas mileage we get now here when we're heading to Arizona, because it's going to be a little more flat. We're not going to be climbing, you know, mountain passes and craziness. So this will be interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Onward. So we just pulled over here in this really large pullout. I think we by Villa Grove we just went past. Right behind us is the Rockies. And we're just gonna have breakfast here on the side of the road quick before we keep on moving. Nice. Our olive oil and everything is froze. So we're defrosting the oils so we can make breakfast. And now we're pretty sure the water line is froze. The water pump is working, but there's no water coming. So yeah, it was a cold morning. And yeah, so should have brought a hairdryer. So we might have to stop and buy a hairdryer. So cold weather RVing. We're learning all the things. But that's okay. We're still gonna make breakfast. We'll just do dishes later.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Little.
Yeah.
Just hope we get to break the water pump. That's my only worry.
Yeah. So this is the line right here that we think is froze because it's pretty cold down here, which makes sense. And after seeing all our oils frozen that were not frozen when we put them in this morning, it got cold. Look at our bananas, you guys. I had them sitting out. A little frosty. All right, well, Vince whipped up some breakfast sandwiches for us. So yeah, that's our view for breakfast. So we're in Pagosa Springs, and there's the hot springs. We can definitely smell them, which is normal for hot springs because it's all minerals. Steamy. Alright, so change of plans. We decided we're not going to go to the hot springs. Number 1, we want to go to Walmart now and get the hairdryer. We're gonna get some antifreeze and see if we can get some like insulation for the pipes, and that's gonna take some time. Gonna be very honest here, when we went to go see the overview of the hot springs, it smelled pretty strong, and we have been in many hot springs in Colorado, and we know that that smell can linger on clothing for a few washes. And since we're not going to be planning on washing clothes during this trip, we're like, yeah, we don't really want our swimsuits and stuff to smell like sulfur because it's pretty strong. So we're skipping the hot springs. If we were on our way home now and this was our last day, we would have 100% do that. But right now we're headed to Walmart. Woohoo!
Yeah!
We get water!
Oh yeah!
Woohoo! All right, so I'll fill you in here. All right, we gassed up really quick, so we paid $3.89 in Pagosa Springs, and that was $93.97. Okay, so this is what just happened. We went to Walmart, we got antifreeze and a hairdryer. They didn't have any heat tape or any of that stuff, so we were just like, okay, well, whatever, we're gonna roll without it. So then we left Walmart and we went and got gas. And while we were getting gas, Vince is like, I'm gonna hop in there and see if it's defrosted in there, because it's 40 degrees right now. So it has warmed up a lot. And we're like, okay, well, let's see, let's just see. And after a little bit, the water started running through the faucet.
To like push the limits of the camper.
Yes. However, here's our deal, because this cold snap that's going through Colorado right now is still hanging on until tonight, and then after tonight it's going to be back to normal temps. So tonight we were camping in Cortez, the low is 6 degrees, and so what we're thinking is we're not going to use our shower tonight because it's just too cold to be running all that water through all those pipes. Right now we have only water running to the sink, and we can take antifreeze to clean that out tonight before we go to bed. So I just went and did some looking, and in Cortez there's a rec center that has showers for $3. So we're gonna go into Cortez, shower, and then go get set up for our spot for camping tonight in Cortez. So yeah, well, we're so happy because we, of course, we didn't wreck anything.
It's expensive stuff.
Exactly, and this is our first time. Like, great. I hope we didn't just do something really bad to the camper. Yeah. And we didn't, and because we were like, well, we hear the water pump running, I just hope it's actually working. That was another thing. We were like, well, hopefully it's not the water pump that went out, but it did. It's working. Everything's working. We're good. So we're super happy right now. And when we got gas, we went and got a Pepsi to celebrate. That's our celebration drink. So anyways, to Cortez we go. And guess what? Good news on the gas already. So this morning we were averaging 9 miles to the gallon going over the mountain passes, and we're at 11 miles to the gallon now. So see, it's getting better. We each got our little ditty bags here with a towel and shampoo and everything. So family locker room they have. We're gonna check this out. All right, well, hey guys, look at this. Showers, $3 a person. Woohoo! And they had family stalls. That was a 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah, that was nice.
That was nice. So highly recommend if you're in Cortez and you need a shower, definitely check out the rec center. $3 a person. And now we have to go find our boondock camp spot for the night.
Or rest area if that fails.
Yeah. If that fails, there is a rest area we saw, so we can always do that. So right there is Mesa Verde National Park. We are literally camping right behind Mesa Verde. So we got the generator outside going, the microwave going, warming up our dinner. The heat is rolling, enjoying more wine.
Glamping.
Glamping, yes, this is glamping. I'm gonna pop my head outside and see what it's looking like. So this is what we meal prepped for the week, one of the meals. So we got homemade lasagna, which I've already taste tested at home, and it was amazing. And then we bought some Caesar salad. So there it is. That's a wrap on day 1 from our road trip from Colorado to Arizona in our truck camper. So I did add up all the expenses from today. So gas, our Pepsi, showers.
The big expense, the Pepsi.
Yeah, the big expense. And what was the other? Oh, our Walmart run. So we spent $191 today. So that's where it was at today. So like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be super interesting to see what it costs us to live out of this and compared to, you know, buying the hotels, going out to eat. That's normally how we always travel. That's what we've always done. So this is definitely a different style of vacationing for us. All right, do we have water? We officially stepped foot on 4 states at one time. We're in Arizona! So our bathroom door just fell off. I guess I'll go home now.